11th he reaches London. Local outfit. Pretty hard to describe their music, so I'm not really going to try, but when you listen to it, you'll work it out. Anyway, they're just about to release their second album, so we caught up with them to have a chat about that, and amongst other things, the dramas of trying to release stuff on vinyl.
I don't know, we all listen to a massive sort of range of music. I guess we pull a lot of things from all over the place, but
certainly the Good Fight for Harmony was influenced pretty heavily by a lot of prog that was popular at the time. You know, like Arsis, Neurosis, and Cult of Luna. That's obvious. Not really afraid to admit that, but we do get labelled as screamo more often than noise. Personally, I'd prefer noise, but
there's a lot of negative connotations with the screamo label. But
yeah,
I personally don't think. I mean, I can see where people are coming from when they draw that comparison, but I don't personally see it. But I guess when you've always got a different opinion about your own music than what other people would have of it.
We have 3 guitarists, which is I suppose a bit of a novelty, something that's pretty unique to us. I really don't know how that happened. We sort of recruited a third guitarist.
You guys were looking for a bass player, and I said I play guitar.
Yeah, and the idea was for Ian, who's the lead vocalist, to sort of hang his guitar up and just concentrate on vocals, but he's
he hasn't, and it's been quite a few, like 5 to 6 years now. So
felt left out.
We're still working on it.
Yeah, and he's got ADD as well. It always starts with the riff, and that'll get built on, and drums will come in, straight away, and vocals usually don't get written until we're actually in the studio. Until he has a deadline, but which is weird because the songs always start out as instrumental, with the intention to have vocals on them eventually. But personally, I think vocals are the element of the song that the audience connects with. I think they're the most enjoyable part of a song. Ian says that he was Googling pictures of Rasputin's cock.
Apparently it's a monster.
Apparently it's in a jar somewhere in Russia in some museum, and I don't know how, but he said his printer was playing up and it printed out one of the search hits, and in that printout was the phrase 11th reaches London, which actually was the title of a chapter in a Lord Byron poem called Don Juan, in which the main character reaches London in the 11th chapter. I remember I told my dad, and he was like, well, what is that about, like September 11th or something? What, they bomb New York and then bomb London or something? Like, no, Dad, it's Rasputin's cock.
As far as the vinyl thing goes, if we're going to release anything, no one's going to buy, realistically, going to buy a 2-song CD single. One of them might buy it and their mate's just going to rip it and sort of upload that shit straight away. Like, we thought, vinyl's more of a collector sort of thing. I'm not going to buy a CD single.
How good was it when it finally came out? That was a great feeling, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had quite a few fucking issues with that.
Manufacturing issues. We ended up getting it pressed at a vinyl factory in Sydney.
We didn't. We had
initially we
dealt with a company called Zenith.
We're going to get into defamation now.
We're a clusterfuck of an operation, to say the least.
Worst company in Australia. Worst fucking business I have ever come across.
I don't understand how someone can run a business like that, but basically
it was just, they said it would be a 10-day turnaround, and they just fucked us in the ass. 80 days later, we didn't have the 7 inches. Of just, the plates have cracked, man.
Too much silver on the plates. And they can't even put the fucking labels on properly.
Yeah.
It took them a long time to realise they'd done something wrong, but if you're ever thinking about pressing vinyl, don't go to Zenith in Melbourne.
Don't go to Zenith in Melbourne.
Sure, they're nice guys, but they can't run a fucking business.
Yeah.